just taking one moment to have one hand on your heart and one on your belly. Begin to feel the body softening into the earth. Feeling the belly rise and fall with each breath. As you're there, laying there with the breath, feeling the body heavy on the earth, begin to think of your word of affirmation, your mantra, a loving thought you'd like to give to yourself or another. Finding that sense of calm. Telling yourself something loving and kind. Inviting something new into your heart. Beginning to bringing movement into the body, finding length, reaching from fingertips to toes, feeling the spine arch, lengthening. And exhale, hug the knees into the chest. Give yourself a gentle squeeze for the day. Hugging all that loving, kind, positive energy into the body. Feeling the thighs press up against the abdomen. Feeling the massage of the digestive tract. And taking a gentle twist, letting the knees melt over to the right side as you open up the arms, gazing over the left. And then inhaling the knees back up to center. Drawing the thighs into the chest, realigning the spine for a breath. And exhaling the knees over to the left as you gaze over the right shoulder. Just getting a little movement in the spine. Feeling that gentle twist of the torso. And still feeling that groundingness of the earth. Inhaling the knees back up. Letting the feet come to the earth. Heel toe the feet wide. And just let the knees windshield wiper side to side. Opening up the hip flexors. Getting movement in the hips. Finding that gentle, loving kindness to the body. And then heel toe the feet slightly hip width apart. And we're just going to inhale the arms up overhead, reach. And exhale, bring the hands behind the hips. Inhaling, lengthening overhead. Exhaling, hands by the hips. Inhaling up. Exhaling down, just getting movement in the shoulders. Exhaling down. We're going to go ahead and add the hips to come up as our hands come down by our hips. So inhaling, the arms go up, hips come down. Exhaling, hips come up, hands by the hips. Just waking up the glutes a little bit this morning. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. Just moving the body to your breath, finding that balance, that smooth breath. Exhaling the hips up. And then in, bringing them back down. Hug the knees in on the exhale. Hug in. Give yourself a gentle squeeze. And then begin to rock and roll the length of the spine and sit all the way up. We're going to extend the legs here long and just give them a little pat down, rub them out. You can press the toes to the sky. Point and flex the feet. Just waking them up this morning. And then when you're ready, bring the soles of the feet together. So we can bring the hips open here. Leaning with the heart forward, we're going to come forward towards the thighs or towards the feet. And you can even press the elbows against the thighs if your body likes that extra stretch. And inhaling back up. Extend the right leg out to the right side. Bring the left foot to the inside. We're just going to lengthen the side body here. Bring the right elbow to the inside of the thigh. Bring the shoulder open. You can even use a strap if you'd like. Bring that elbow in, and we're just going to roll the top shoulder open and feel that side body open. Reaching the left arm over. Keeping that heart open, rolling the left shoulder open. There you go, nice adjustment. And inhaling, coming back up. Change legs, bring the left leg out, right foot in. You can use the strap if you have one. Bring the elbow to the inside of the thigh, press it open. As you press and get that rebound, the shoulder opens on the right side, rolls back. This might be enough stretch on that oblique area, or you can reach the right arm over. Really feeling the expansion through the breath of the rib cage on the right side. And inhaling, coming back up. Bringing the soles of the feet around and, just around and under. We're going to come to that tabletop position. And begin to find more length in the spine and movement through the torso, going into that cat-cow, inhaling the waistline down. Heart through the biceps, and exhaling, tailbone down, chin to chest, navel to the spine. Inhaling to cow. Exhaling to cat. Inhaling to cow. Exhaling to cat. And then you can bring your cat-cow into a organic wag the tail or scrape the barrel, just opening up the side body. So if you're wagging the tail, the left hip goes left and you gaze over the left shoulder. Inhaling center, exhaling hip to the right, gaze to the right. Just kind of waking up those small corners of the body. Everybody's going to look a little different here. You can shift forward and back, just kind of getting movement, rounding. Kind of taking the time to check in with yourself, nodding the head yes and no, maybe even opening and closing the jaw, releasing any tension in the face. Maybe even taking a couple lion's breath, breathing out the mouth. And then rounding and sending the hips back to child's pose. Letting the forehead come down to the earth. Let the belly drop between the thighs and feel the arms reach long to the front of the mat. Walking the hands all the way over to the right side. Reach through that left hand so the left pinkies draw out and forward as the left hip draws back to the back of the mat, opening up that side body again. Feeling the expansion through the rib cage of the left side. And then slowly walking the hands all the way over to the right side. Reaching through the right pinky as you send the right hip back. Using the breath to expand through the right corners of the side body. Feeling the breath channel through the right side of the heart. And slowly walking the hands forward. Rounding into tabletop. And slowly roll the toes sky to your down dog. Keeping a soft bend in the knees. Allowing the heart to melt down towards the thighs. Press through the hands so much that you're pressing through the L shape, the index finger and the thumb, and across the knuckles. And you can hug the triceps in and send the hips up a little higher. And walk the dog so that one hip drops so you can feel the length of the back of the calves and the Achilles tendon. And if you have plantar fasciitis sensitivity, you might feel stretching through the soles of your feet. Spreading the toes wide. Just letting the body lengthen and wake up this morning. Maybe even letting out a few sighs. Out your mouth. And then bring the gaze between the hands. Walk the feet forward to the front of the mat. You can have a soft bend on the knees. Let the belly rest on the thighs. And take a ragdoll so the hands catch opposite elbow. Let the head hang between the biceps. You can nod the head yes and no. Opening and closing the jaw and swaying the torso side to side to kind of loosen up the shoulders and the face and then the neck. And when you're ready, slide the hands up to the shins with a flat back. Exhale, fold. The nice long spine. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Reach for the sky. Bringing the palms to the heart, reconnecting with that intention, that purpose, the word of affirmation, something loving and kind. Bringing it into your heart. Feeling the groundingness of the soles of the feet and the length of the spine strong. The heartbeat in the center of the chest. The breath coming and going from the body. Inhaling, lengthen the arms up overhead. And exhale over to the right side, stretch. Feel that length. So we're going to lengthen over. Inhaling up. Exhaling over to the other side. Inhaling back up. Down to the earth. Step the feet back into plank. We're going to shift forward, lower the knees down, untuck the toes, hug the elbows in as we come all the way down to the earth. Roll the shoulders back and hug the elbows in as you inhale, do a half lift. Exhale, lower. Roll the toes under, send the hips to the sky, down dog. Bring the gaze forward, walk to the front of the mat. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, fold. Swan dive all the way up. Exhale to the right, side body stretch. Inhaling up. Exhale, left. Inhaling back up. Exhale, swan dive down. Step the feet back to your plank. Shift forward slightly. Lower the knees if you need to. Hug the elbows in as you come all the way down to the earth. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, hug the elbows in, lift up the heart. Exhale, come down, roll the toes under, send the hips to the sky, down dog. Bring the gaze between the hands, walk forward to the front of the mat. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhaling, lengthen to the left. Inhaling back up. Exhale, right. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive down. Step the feet back. Shift forward slightly. Hug the elbows in if you have to. Lower the knees if you have to. Hug the elbows in as you come down to the earth. Untuck the toes. Inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, lower. Roll the toes under, send the hips to the sky, down dog. Bring the gaze between the hands, walk forward to the front of the mat. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive all the way back up. Exhale to the right. Inhaling up. Exhale, left. Inhaling back up. Exhale, swan dive down. This time we're only going to step the right leg long behind. We're going to lower the back knee down. Inhale, lift our arms up into that low lunge. If you have a block, you can lower the block down to the outer edge of that left leg, or you can keep the palms together, lift up. Exhale towards the left. Side body stretch. Inhaling back up. Exhale, send the hips back, draw the toes up. Find length in the back of the hamstring and the calf. Inhale, shift forward. Roll the back toe under, step the left leg back to meet the right. Coming into that plank. Shift forward slightly. Lower the knees if you need to. Hug the elbows in as you come down to the earth. Untuck the toes. Press the hips down, roll the shoulders back, lift up the heart. Exhale, lower. Roll the toes under, send the hips to the sky, down dog. Between the hands, walk forward to the front of the mat. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale to the left. Inhaling up. Exhale, right. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive down to the earth. This time we're stepping the left leg long. Lower the back knee down. Inhale, lengthen up. You can lower your hand down to a block on the outer edge of the right foot, or keep both hands together as you inhale, lift, and exhale to the left. So using the props if you have them, or what feels best in your body. Inhaling back up. Exhale, shift back, draw the toes up, find length in the back of that right leg. Inhaling, coming forward, frame out the foot. Roll the left toe under, lift up the knee. Send the right leg back to meet the left. Shift forward. Hug the elbows in as you come down. Untuck the toes. Inhale, lift up the heart. Exhale, lower. Roll the toes under, send the hips to the sky, down dog. Bring the gaze between the hands, step to the front of the mat. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse all the way up. Exhaling to the right. Inhaling up. Exhale, left. Inhaling back to center. Exhale, swan dive down. Step the right leg long behind. This time lifted, inhale, come up. Reaching up to the sky in that high lunge, the back heel's lifted. We're gonna spin it down into a warrior two. The front knee is over the ankle. That heel is in line with the arch or the back heel. And there's a slight turn in of the back foot. The knee is in alignment with the toes. And the shoulders become over the hips. You reach the arms over. We're gonna reach forward, flip the palm, and slide the right hand down the leg into opening up that side body for reverse warrior. Inhaling back up. Exhale, we're gonna bring the forearm to the thigh, roll the right shoulder back and reach the right arm over. And inhaling back up. Exhale, windmill the hands down. Step the left leg back to meet the right. Shift forward slightly. Lower the knees if you need to. Come all the way down to the earth. Untuck the toes. Inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, lower. Roll the toes under, send the hips to the sky, down dog. Let out a sigh. Bring the gaze between the hands and walk the feet forward to the front of the mat. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse all the way up. Exhaling left. Inhale up. Exhale right. Inhaling up. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. This time we're going to step the left leg long behind. Inhaling up to that high lunge. Finding that stability of the legs before we spin the back heel down into warrior two. So that bent knee is in the front. It's in line with the front two toes. The back foot is turned in slightly. And can you press your knee out to match to line up with the front two toes, Liz? Yeah, there you go. That's better. We're gonna take the palm, flip it over. Exhale, reverse, bring the hand down the thigh. Inhaling back up. Exhale, forearm to thigh, reach the left arm over, side body stretch. So that top shoulder rolls open. We're breathing, finding length. Inhaling back up. Exhaling, windmill the hands down. We're going to step that right leg back to meet the left. Shift forward, lower the knees if you need to. Come down to the earth. Roll the shoulders back, inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, lower. Send the hips back to child's pose. Take a breath here. Feel that connectedness to the earth. Feel the belly breath between the thighs. Feel the groundedness and the support and that space of surrender. And then slowly rounding forward back to tabletop. Roll the toes under, sky, down dog. Bring the gaze between the hands, walk all the way forward. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Bring the hands to the heart, reconnecting with that intention, that purpose, that affirmation, that positive thought. Inhaling, lengthen the arms back up. Exhaling over to the right. Inhaling up. Exhale, left. Inhaling back up. Exhale, swan dive down to the earth. Step the right behind. We're going to use that core as we come up into that high lunge. Spin the back heel down, open up to the warrior two. Reverse the palm, lift up the heart on the left side, slide the hand down the leg. Inhaling back up. Exhale, reach through the right side. Inhaling back up to warrior two. This time we're going to take the bend out of the knee. We're going to go into triangle. Reach the left arm forward as if you're going to push me in the water or over the cliff. I'm going to jump right into the ocean. Push me right there. And then let the hand land on the shin. Or if you have a block, bring it to the outer edge of the pinky. This right hand can be on your hip to roll the shoulder open. Or you can take it to stack the shoulders and reach it up into your body. My shoulder doesn't like to open, so I keep it at my hip. But if you want to extend your arm, you can. And then back up. Take a bend in that knee into warrior two once again. Windmill the hands down, frame out the foot. We're going to take that the left leg, step it back to the right. Shift forward, hug the elbows in, come down to the earth. Untuck the toes, lift up the heart. Exhale, lower. Roll the toes under, send the hips to the sky. Bring the gaze between the hands, walk to the front of the mat. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up, reach. Exhaling to the left. Inhaling up. Exhale, right. Inhaling back up. Exhale, swan dive down to the earth. This time the left leg behind. We're going to inhale, reach up, high lunge. Spin the back heel down to that warrior two. Checking that alignment, feeling that strength of the legs. Reaching forward, take the palm up. Exhale, reverse, slide the hand to the back of the leg. Opening up that side body. Inhaling back up. Exhaling, forearm to thigh, reach the left arm over. So you can keep that left shoulder open, rolling it back. So you can feel that whole line of energy here through the rib cage. Inhaling back. Take the bend out of the knees. Push me back over the cliff if you want. And then let the hand down on the shin or on the outer edge of the foot. Place that block. Roll the top shoulder open or reach for the sky. Sitting at your own edge. And then inhaling, coming back up to that warrior two. Put the bend back in the knee. Exhale, windmill the hands down. Set the right leg back to meet the left. Shift forward slightly. Lower the knees if you need to. Come all the way down to the earth. Roll the shoulders back and tuck the toes. Lift up the heart. Exhaling, coming back down. This time we're going to set the hips once again. Taking a breath, let the belly come between the thighs. Let out a sigh. And then inhaling round to tabletop. Roll the toes sky, down dog. Bring the gaze between the hands and walk to the front of the mat. Forward fold. Inhaling, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse all the way up, reach for the sky. Exhale, hands to heart, connecting with that intention, that purpose, that positive, loving thought. Feeling the heartbeat in the center of the chest, the groundedness of the soles of the feet, the breath coming and going from the body once again. Inhale, lengthen the arms up. Exhaling to the right. Inhaling up. Exhaling left. Inhaling back up. Exhale, one dive down. Step down behind. Inhale, reach for the sky for that high lunge. Find your balance. And then spin the back heel down. Open up to your warrior two. Flip the palm. Exhale, reverse. Bring the hand down the thigh. Inhaling up. Exhale, forearm to the thigh. Reach the right arm over. Keep the shoulder open. Feel that line of energy. That rib cage expanding. The obliques finding space. And inhaling back up. Take the bend out of the front knee. Push me in the water. And then bring your hand to the shin or the block. And you can roll the top shoulder open or keep it at your hip. Keeping that side body opening. Now from here, we're going to bring our gaze just slightly past our toes. We're going to soft bend in that front knee. Bring the block with you just a few inches. We're going to go into a balancing. So if you can step your back foot in. If you don't have a block, you can use the table or a couch, or you can reach the, maybe just lift up the back foot. But place your hand down and lift up that back foot. And press through the heel and open and really challenge your balance. Should have done this on the other side because it's tricky to demo on this side. So it's half moon here. You guys look like professionals. Good job. And then closing the hip down. We're going to land it back into that lunge. Take a breath. And then exhale. Lower the hands down. Step the left leg back to meet the right. Shift forward. Lower the knees. Come down to the earth. Press the hips down. Inhale, lift up the heart. Exhale, lower. Roll the toes under, send the hips to the sky, down dog. Let out a sigh. Bring your gaze forward, walk to the front of the mat. Inhaling, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhaling left. Inhaling up. Exhale right. Inhaling back to center. Exhale, swan dive down to the earth. Step back into your lunge. Inhale, use that core as you come up, find your balance. Spin the back heel down, open up to that warrior two. Nice adjustments. Reaching that right palm up, exhale, slide the hand down, reverse your warrior. Keeping that front knee bent. Inhaling up. Exhale, forearm to thigh, reach through the left side, roll that shoulder open. Feeling that side body stretch. Inhaling back up. Take the bend out of the knee, press it over. And then lower the hand down to the shin or your block. You can keep that left hand at your hip, roll the shoulder open, or reach it over and stack the shoulders. Finding your edge. We're gonna bring our gaze down, take a soft bend in that front knee. Walk the block, step the back leg in. And once you're here, balance, you can let the back leg float up to your height, your comfort. Finding that stability in your half moon. Feeling strength on that right leg. And then lowering it back down, that lunge. Framing out the foot. Set the right leg back to left. Forward, hug the elbows in, come down. Untuck the toes. Inhale, lift the heart up. Exhale, lower. And then send the hips back to child. Taking a breath. Letting a sigh out. Feeling that softness and the support. Rounding forward once again. Roll the toes under, send the hips to the sky. Bring the gaze between the hands, walk all the way to the front of the mat. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Bring the hands to the heart, connect with that intention, that purpose, that positive affirmation. Welcoming something new and warm and welcoming and loving and kind. Inhaling, lengthen the arms up. Exhaling to the right. Inhaling up. Exhale left. Inhaling back up. Exhale, swan dive down to the earth. Step the right leg long behind. Inhaling to that high lunge. Spin the back heel down, open up to that warrior two. Flip your left palm, slide the right hand down the leg, reverse warrior. Inhaling up. Exhale, forearm to thigh. Roll that right shoulder back, feel the side body open. Inhaling back up to that warrior two. Take the bend out of your knee, reach forward, push me in the water if you have to. Lower your hand down to a block or to your shin. Rolling the top shoulder back. And then bringing your gaze forward just past the feet, soft bend in the left knee, bring the block with you. Step the back foot in and let it float up into your half moon. And this hand back into that high lunge, opening up. Bring the hands to the heart. We're going to step that back foot in just about a foot. Take the bend out of both knees. So now, both hands are at the hips so you can feel the hips square. Leading with the heart, we're going to go right into pyramid. Feeling that left hip hug back. Just taking a breath here to take a little stretch of the legs. Both legs are down. So as the left hip hugs back, the right hip wraps forward. You can feel the outer edge of that left leg, maybe, or even in the hamstring. And then we're just together, forward fold. Notice how one leg might feel slightly different than the other. Inhaling halfway up, shins to calf. Hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, reach for the sky. Exhaling to the left. Inhaling up. Exhaling right. Inhaling back up. Exhale, swan dive down. Stepping the left leg into that high lunge. Inhaling up. Spin the back, heel down, open up to that warrior two. Inhale, flip the right palm. Exhale, reverse your warrior, left hand down the thigh. Inhaling back up. Exhale, right arm to right forearm to thigh, reach the left arm over. Roll the top shoulder open. Feeling the side body open up. Inhaling back up. Take the bend out of the knee, reach forward. Let the hand come down to the shin or that block. Roll the left shoulder open. Feel that side body. That arm can stack. And then bring the gaze forward, soft bend in that front knee. Bring the block with you. Step the back foot up into that half moon. Finding that balance, that stability. And then lowering the back foot back into that high lunge. Step it in a little bit. Take the bend out of both knees. You can take your hands and place them on the hips and make sure they're parallel forward. Leading with the heart with a flat back, come forward, down on a block or wherever you're at, and hug the right hip back as you wrap the left hip forward. You can use your bench or TD stand, whatever you got. So it's a deeper stretch. Sometimes the blocks are even low. And then stepping both feet together. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhaling, hands to heart, connecting with that intention, that heartbeat, that affirmation. Taking that open up to a nice wide leg straddle, sweeping the arms up, letting that light shine from the center of your chest. Bending the knees out, coming down into a goddess. You can dance your goddess here. You can even come up onto your toes. You can even shift side to side and just kind of take a side stretch. Just kind of make your goddess your shape. See what feels good in your body. You can even just keep your hands down. You can balance however you want. It's your body. Just check it out. See what feels good. And finding strength and length in the hips. And then bring the hands to the thighs. Press the left hand into the thighs so much that the arm's straight. Then you gaze over the back shoulder. And then inhaling center. Press the right hand into the thigh. Let the right elbow or the right shoulder drop and gaze over the left shoulder. Inhaling back to center. Bring the arms back up. Take the bend out of the knees. Pivot the toes slightly in. Reaching the arms up. And hinge at the hips down. Let the heels come to the earth and press the hips to the sky. Coming into that wide leg forward straddle. You can let the head hang here, releasing the back of the neck. You can even sway side to side. Just kind of feel the back of the legs. Find length. And the torso becomes heavy again. Maybe even letting the shoulders and neck release. Letting go of any stress or tension in the neck and in the jaw. You can take the left hand down and bring the right arm up to the sky. Take a little twist. And then lowering the right hand down. Taking a breath. And on the exhale, press the right hand and reach the left arm up. And exhale, lower the hand down. Slide the hands to the hips. Hug the elbows in. And with a nice flat back, inhale, come all the way up, protect the spine. Heel toe the feet in slightly. Knees can come out and come all the way down. Or Malasana. If your heels lift or it's hard to get down into the shape, you can always sit on top of a block or a pillow at home and still benefit from the opening. You can place your hands into prayer and press the thighs open. Letting the belly be soft. Breathing deep into the hips. You draw that Mula Bandha energy, drawing the navel in, heart lifts. And if you want to take an arm balance here, you can go for it if it's in your practice or if your body says yes today. So the arm balance would be where you tuck the back of the triceps. Your hands are in that push-up position. The elbows hug in. You bring the hips up and shift your weight forward over the wrists. So that over the wrist, if you're interested in trying it. This would be the first step, is just kind of getting familiar and comfortable with the balance. And then eventually lifting one toe at a time. Your gaze goes forward and eventually bringing both feet up. So even just getting here is just kind of trusting yourself, giving yourself that opportunity to trust and feel what it looks like over the edge. Just kind of rocking and feeling. And if you feel like taking the full balance, you can. And then slowly coming down. Coming back to your sit. Sending the hips or the knees up. Lean back and just windshield wiper the thighs side to side. Let out a sigh or two. Let your body feel that support, the ground. Extending the right leg out, bring the left foot in. This time we're going to have the legs straight, so in seated tree, we're going to bring the heart up. Lead with the heart as you exhale, fold. Let the hand land on the leg or the foot, or use your strap. Inhaling, coming back up. We're going to bring the left leg over the right. The left hand goes to the base of the spine. You're going to find lift in the heart. Reach the right arm up. And on the exhale, hook the thigh or hug it in. Take a little twist, gazing over the back shoulder. And then inhaling back, keep the left leg hooked on the thigh. We're going to bend the right knee and just take a seated pigeon. So left foot is flexed. You might feel sensation through the thigh, lifting up in the heart, drawing the heart closer to the shin. And you can always go to your back if your body says you need to take it on your back. That's okay as well. If you want to go deeper, you can always wrap that baby around into your arms and rock it as well. So you would cradle the foot into the crease of the arm and just rock it like a little baby. So finding your own edge wherever you're at and whatever it feels best in your body. And then slowly extending that right leg out, bringing both legs long. Give them a little shake out before we change side. Bringing the right foot to the inside of the left foot, left thigh. A little tongue-tied this morning. Inhale, reach the arms up. Leading with the heart forward. Let the heart be your guide. Nice long spine. Let the hands land wherever they do or use a strap. Inhaling back up. Bring the right foot over the left thigh. The right hand goes to the base of the spine. You find that length in the torso. Inhaling the left arm up. And exhaling, hooking the elbow or hugging the thigh in as you gaze over the back shoulder. Inhaling back to center. Hooking the foot, bend the thigh, bend the knee. Feeling that seated pigeon here. Taking a moment, breathing. Feeling that seated space, breathing deep into the hip. If you need to wrap around or if you'd like to go deeper, you can wrap that arm into that. You can cradle the foot and the leg. or you can go into that reclined pigeon. Just finding the space, honoring your body, breathing soft into the belly. Breathing into the hips. And gently releasing the leg. Make your way down to all the way to your back. If you have the strap, place the strap into that left leg, extending the leg up to the sky, right leg along. Just making circles at the ankle and the wrist. Feeling the space, the inside and the outside of the thigh. Feeling that movement in the joint. It can be big, large circles or small circles. Just honoring your body wherever it's at and however it feels. And then placing the strap into the right hand. Bring the foot over the hip just to feel the outer edge of that leg. Saying hello this morning. Press through the heel, toes towards the face. Maybe even spread the toes wide. Feel how it feels for a moment. And then gently bring the foot all the way across the body. Bring the left shoulder down to the earth, taking your twist. Inhaling the leg back up. Changing feet with the strap. Extending the left leg down on the earth. Pointing and flexing the right leg. Making circles at the ankle or at the hip. Large or small, however feels best in your body. And then taking the strap into the left hand when you're ready and bring it just slightly over the left hip. Feeling the outer thigh of the right side. Maybe pressing through the heel, spreading the toes wide. Noticing how this leg might need different attention than the other. Might be speaking louder or quieter than the other side. Still being conscious of the breath. Letting it fill the belly, rising and falling once again. And when you're ready, draw the foot all the way across the body. Taking your twist, gazing over the back shoulder. Inhaling the leg back up. Bending both knees and bringing the hips or the thighs back. Giving yourself a gentle squeeze. Rocking side to side, letting the belly feel soft again. Feeling the thighs pressed up against the abdomen. Helping that digestive tract and the internal organs. You can bring the soles of the feet to the sky, taking your happy baby. And if you'd like a wide leg straddle, you can extend the legs out wide. Just explore what the body likes and what it needs and what it feels. And for your final Shavasana, you can allow the legs to go long on the mat or bring them up the wall if you like the legs up the wall. Just making your choice wherever you want your legs. Just finding that place of stillness, allowing the body to be received by the earth again. Letting the shoulders melt away from the ears. Letting the face find softness. Your hands can be at your belly or at your heart or on your side. Noticing the breath going back to its natural breath. As the belly rises and falls once again, the jaw becomes soft. The tongue melts away from the roof of the mouth. The tension between the eyebrows begins to fade. The jaw softening even more. The shoulders let go of the weight of the world. Giving permission for the torso to release into the earth. The hips and the thighs become heavier. The soles of the feet relaxed. The body lets go of any clenching and holding and gripping. Completely letting go, melting another inch into the earth. Trusting that gravity will hold your space, protect you and hold you here. The power of the universe will come to your assistance if your heart and mind are in unity. We are all conditioned by our experience. Whatever we see, hear, taste, smell, touch, feel, think, speak, or act, our heart and mind are affected. It's our heart-mind field that aspect sensory input from outside, processes it, integrates it into ourselves, and remembers, remnants, and directs the delivery of our thoughts, words, and actions. The heart-mind stores our experiences, excluding emotions in memory, and over time uses the information to construct an identity that defines who we think we are. When you're ready to bring some light and awareness back to the space, begin to slowly wake the body back up, circling at the ankles and the wrists, lengthening the arms overhead, reaching from fingertips to toes. Feeling the thighs draw into the chest, give yourself a gentle squeeze. Thanking yourself for arriving, showing up for yourself. Slowly making your way up to a sit, however you want to get there, rolling over, pressing your way up. Gathering all that love and positive energy from the space. Sealing it into your heart. Thanking yourself. Thanking the universe for providing for you today. sealing in your intention, taking it home with you, applying it to the rest of the day. The light in me honors and respects the light within you. Namaste.